ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Too bad. It's actually kind of cool. I think it's tight. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing a very different kind of review on the amazing Spider-Man MiniMates. Gotta give a big shout out and thank you to XX Fancy Pants Jr. XX. He actually really wanted me to review these, so he just sent them over to my P.O. box. Thanks so much, dude. He also sent this really cool letter, and you can see that custom-made ShartimusPrime drawing. Thanks so much, man. Love the ShartimusPrime art. And he also sent me a bunch of other figures, and I purchased a Black Widow figure off of him. And he also sent me a spool of floral wiring, which is really cool of him as well. It says, hey, Shartimus, to make Spidey here cooler, I display him without the mask because he looks a bit nicer with the hairpiece. Also, he takes it off a lot. Yes, he does take it off a lot in the movie. So, yeah, I had opened these before and everything, but this is the first time I've ever owned MiniMates, and I've seen them before at the Marvel walkies, but I haven't really messed around with them much at all. But I did get to play with these guys. And these are actually pretty cool. They're very small figures, but they're actually pretty posable for what they are, and they kind of remind me of Legos a little bit. And you can see the lizard tail comes out in a separate thing right here. So I'm just popping everything out of the packaging. So starting off with Spider-Man, he has two accessories. He has the hairpiece, as Fancy Pants Jr. mentioned before, and you could take this Spider-Man mask off right here, and you could just slip his toupee on like that. And then he also has this this backpack, which you can just wrap around his head, kind of like so, I guess, and kind of put it together like that, which, you know, I don't know, I'd rather have him without the backpack on. I might be able to use this for something else. This is not a bad looking figure, man. They actually have some cool detail on here. I mean, it's a very blocky figure, of course. I mean, look at the hands. It's very much like a Lego, but they have some cool paint on here and some cool decals. I like how the eyes are painted gold. It's a nice color gold. And you can see some scarring on the figure. You can see the 3 slashes right there from the lizard claw. He's got some dirt on him, even some shading on him. So it's actually pretty cool. They actually put some work into these things. Not too bad. You can see all the licensing stuff right there on the back. It's not a bad looking figure at all. There's a Peter Parker face, and the hair itself actually looks like it has some. The hair itself actually has some paint detailing on it, which is kind of neat. Or it may not have paint detailing. I don't know, but it's very well sculpted regardless. For a second there, I thought he had paint detailing on his hair, but I don't think so. Yeah, you can just move the hair toupee thing around like that. But I don't know. I honestly like having him with the mask on. I think it looks he looks a little buckethead-ish, but you know, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I can really get into these figures. If I see a Deadpool one out there, I'll probably go snag it. But you know, for the most part, it's you know, they're kind of neat. They are a little fun to play with. Now, I'll show you the articulation, which is pretty damn neat. His head can actually move up and down like that. Of course, rotate side to side. And if you really want, you can half the joint on the ball peg right there, which is neat. Then you can do that with most of the joints too. So you can move him outward like this, forward. He bends at the elbow. He rotates right here. Oh, they even got the painted on web shooters. Which is kind of a trip because on neither the 6-inch version of the Walmart exclusive Spider-Man or the 3 3/4-inch ultra posable Spidey do we have that. So I thought that's kind of funny. And then he has waist articulation right here. And he has legs that move up, and it can, oop, his foot came off. It doesn't really move out, but it's on a ball peg, so you can half it on there so it sticks out like that. Put that right back on. He bends at one point at the knee, and he rotates side to side at the ankle, and he does not have an ankle pivot, but you can kind of like shift that out and do some halving right there, so you can do some cool poses. So, yeah, not too bad. And he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet, and he comes with this clear base thing. So, if you want, you can have him standing on the base. The holes under his feet are actually quite large compared to the actual hole or the peg sticking out of this clear base thing, so he kind of fits loosely on there. It doesn't really work too well. Just want to get another close look at the backpack, which I actually think was sculpted very well. So you can see a lot of detail in there. Looks pretty good. Even the strap and everything. Very cool stuff. Now the lizard, his tail comes separately in that packaging. You just plug it into his butt like that. And here's the lizard, which is he's got really skinny legs, man. I don't know, this one's a little funnier looking to me. I think I like the Spider-Man one a lot more, but it seems like it's almost near impossible to make a damn good lizard figure, but, you know, that design was kind of terrible. So his head moves side to side. He has the same articulation, moves upward, outward, bends at the elbow, rotates at the wrist, and he has the waist articulation. His legs move forward, back. You could kind of move him out a little bit, bends at the knee right there. He has no ankle rotation or anything like that, but he does have the tail rotation right here. And it will bend. It doesn't bend. It's just just rotates right here at the end of the tail. But I think this came out looking cool. You know, here's the close look at the face. I think that resembles movie lizard pretty well. I guess he really did have blue eyes. I noticed on other figures he had blue eyes. I did not know that. But here's some other, drawn on detailed things. You got the scales on his belly and whatnot on the arm. Check that out on the back. So, they give these guys some detail. Look, he's even got some claws on his round hand. That's funny. And then more scales down here and everything. Oop, lizard patas. You can see the lizard toes right there. Then there's the holes at the bottom of his feet, like that. And this has actually got some kind of texturing to it, actually, which I like right above the butt, too. So it's got this rougher lizard-like texture right here, which I'm sure you could see. So not too bad, not too bad. So this one fits very damn well on the stand. So I guess because he's so much harder to stand because of his weird feet, that's what this base is for. It's not really for the Spider-Man figure, but it's for the lizard, so that makes a lot more sense. Here they are next to a standard 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe figure. There's Enchantress. Thanks so much, dude. He also hooked me up with this Storm right here, Punk Rock Storm. Thanks so much. So you can see how short he is. And there they are next to Marvel Legends Black Widow. Thanks again so much for selling this to me, dude. You gave me a really, really good price on this. Thank you so much. So there's, 6-inch figures. So that's how small they are. So yeah, these are pretty cool figures. I'm not really feeling it too much, man. I don't think I'm going to keep buying these or anything. Well, I mean, he gave them to me, but I don't think I'm going to seek any of them out. I did take a gander when I was at the Toys R Us most recently, and I see a lot of people on the ACBA page doing some really cool stuff with these guys and whatnot, and you can get them into some really cool poses. But, I mean, for me, I'd rather, I don't know, I'm just not... rather put my money towards Marvel Universe figures or Marvel Legends and whatnot, but they are cool, and if I do see a Deadpool, I will pick it up, or some other character that catches my eye. I did see the Daredevil and Kingpin 2-pack, and I actually kind of wanted to get that one, so they are pretty neat, man. They are cool. Alright, well, thanks for watching again, and thanks so much for XX Fancy Pants Jr. XX. Thanks so much. Link to his channel is in the description. Hope you guys like my review, and I'll catch you later. Peace. Today's ACBA pick of the day goes to Fernandotron. This is another picture of MiniMates right here, just showing the kind of cool stuff you can do with them and a lot of characters that they have. I didn't even realize that you could form a New Mutants team together with the MiniMates. So I guess they have a ton of characters out there, and I just, basically wanted to show something that was pretty cool with the MiniMates. If you have not joined the ACBA like page or the ACBA group page, do so now. Links are in the description. Also, my Facebook. You can add me on Facebook, and don't forget to check out bkbn.net for the latest in toy reviews, news, and more.
That's crispy.
Kind of like that.